What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Listen, tonight we got to talk about Nle Choppa and that awkward moment with Jonathan Majors on Kirk Franklin's podcast. This was supposed to be a safe space for faith and reflection, but it turned into a clash between youthful ego and seasoned experience. You had a 22-year-old rap star who wanted to be heard, and two grown men who came together to show wisdom. One was Kirk Franklin, a man of God. The other, Jonathan Majors, a man who's been through public fire and personal storms. But in that room, Nle Choppa wanted to be the voice, not the student. He wasn't listening to learn. He was waiting for his turn to speak.
He's his own, you carved out your own way. So you understand.
I would see that.
You understand by being your own boss. So nobody can really tell you nothing.
No, that's not true.
No. Let me just finish. Let me finish.
That's not true. That nobody can tell me.
No, you listen. No, you listen too. No, you listen too. No, you listen too. But what I'm saying is, you're like, think about it. And I know your mom. I know you. Like, you manifested where you are right now.
Yes, sir.
So you understand that.
The grace of God.
Cool. That's what you feel.
That's what I know.
Got it. Now, do you feel like you're at that experience level to where you can tell these and give these some advice?
Do I?
Like, really? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you can give Jonathan Majors some advice?
Do I feel I'm at that level?
Yeah, not successful.
No, that's a good question.
I'm talking about experience.
Knowledge-wise, right?
Yeah, do you feel like that?
I can only give what man is willing to receive.
That doesn't make any sense. But
Yes,
that does just answer the question.
Break it down.
Do you feel like your experience in the world that you can give Jonathan some advice?
If he's willing to receive.
That's way out. I need to smoke a cigarette.
So Labubu's for her, it's the biggest thing in the world, and it's really just a stuffed animal.
Yes, sir.
So to her, this is the first time she's seen it. It's on TV, it's on the news. At 42, I realized Labubu ain't nothing but Pokemon cards,
Yes, sir.
Beanie Babies,
Okay.
Tickle Me Elmo,
Okay.
Pet Rocks, Game Boys, whatever.
What's the point?
I'm gonna get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point. The point is,
I understand.
What we're dealing with a lot at this table is because we have had people make us feel bad.
You know why though? It's a thing where you have us here as people, you have God, and then this is what happened. Primarily the source. You know what I have a problem with? One of the things I have a problem with, and it may be controversial. A lot of people may say this and may say that. I don't like, let me say it in a manner to where it's extremely intelligent. Let me think on it. In Christianity, it's a thing where people praise the Son more than they praise the Father. And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
Because if we are man made in a likeness, Jesus is our brother. You get what I'm saying? Why would I drop down and praise my brother instead of praising my father? And that goes back to honoring your parents.
I just gotta say something.
What?
Have you read the Bible?
I read the Bible, I listen to the Bible, I receive from source straight.
I would say read it again.
And that right there is the disease of this generation. They don't want to listen. They want to lecture. They Google a verse and think they understand the whole Bible. They watch a clip and think they've mastered the lesson. But wisdom don't come from search engines, my boy. It comes from struggle, from failure, from life itself. You can't Google pain. You got to live it. You can't stream experience. You got to walk through it. So when Choppa questioned the Holy Trinity, he wasn't seeking understanding. He was seeking validation. He asked, why do we praise Jesus instead of God? And Jonathan Majors asked him, had he read the Bible? He said yes, and he told him to read it again. Not out of arrogance, out of wisdom. Because the word says, no man comes to the Father except through the Son. That's not my opinion, that's scripture. See, the issue with some of these young dudes is, they think they've arrived. But you can't arrive if you've never taken the journey. They confuse knowledge with wisdom. And they confuse confidence with a calling. Nle Choppa got energy, no question. But energy without humility is just noise. When you're 22, you can have millions. But you haven't had enough mistakes to have perspective. You can inspire people, yeah, but you can't teach what you haven't lived. Every young man wants to speak the truth, but few of y'all know how to hear the truth from others. Listening is a lost art. Everybody got a microphone, but nobody got discernment. The older generation isn't perfect, but we walk through fires these young dudes can only rap about. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is nothing. Just sit and listen. Jonathan Majors didn't embarrass Choppa. He just reminded him of something simple. Read it again. When you live a little longer, you understand things differently. And some lessons you can't receive until you've been broke enough to listen. The older men in that room represented order, patience, faith. The young men represented passion, fire, impulse. But fire without direction burns the house down. In my opinion, Nle Choppa is a reflection of this entire era. Loud, talented, brilliant, but impatient. We got too many young kings who don't want to sit at the feet of wisdom. They want to sit at the table before they earn a seat. It's not about making y'all feel small. It's about reminding y'all that listening is a form of power. Because when you listen, you learn. And when you learn, you can lead. So let this be a lesson to every YN watcher. You don't always need the mic. Sometimes you need the message. And when the elder speaks, even if you think you know it all, read it again. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Establish Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.